the Know, I'm Ashley Jenkins.
And I'm Ryan Haywood.
And this morning, Nintendo put on its boxing gloves and the Punch-Out theme, and they came out swinging with two huge announcements. First, they're working on their next console.
Which has been hinted at before plenty of times, actually, but never formally confirmed like this.
And they're gonna start putting games and characters on smartphones. Let's talk about the hardware first, because the Wii U's only been out for a little over 2 years. Not exactly a long time, especially since the Wii was out for 6 years before the Wii U took over. At a press conference in Japan where they also announced their new smartphone stuff, Nintendo President Satoru Iwata said, "As proof that Nintendo maintains strong enthusiasm for the dedicated game system business, let me confirm that Nintendo is currently developing a dedicated game platform with a brand new concept under the development codename NX."
What does NX even mean?
Nintendo Experience.
Nintendo Extreme.
Nintendo Fox.
Nintendo Fixed.
Next Xbox.
Nortenga Shabalik.
Super Nintendo.
Dolphin Emulator.
There's really, that's all there is to the announcement. There's no mention of the Fusion at all, and he also said he'd talk more about it next year, which is a ways off. So I think it's safe to say, don't throw your Wii U out just yet. You're still gonna need it if you want the new Legend of Zelda game, and you do. But it is pretty clear he made the announcement to stop people from spazzing out like, Nintendo going the way of Sega! Because what they spent the rest of the conference talking about is how they're gonna start putting games on mobile devices like smartphones and tablets.
Nintendo going the way of Sega?
Shut up. Of course they wouldn't get out of the console business, nor should they. Yeah, the Wii U's doing not awesome. It's more than 38 million sales behind the Wii was at this point in its life cycle. That's a lot. And it spent the last 3 years operating at a deficit. But after a really good holiday this last year, they're back in the black for the fiscal year. And look, even so, Nintendo's one of the few companies that can say it has more than $10 billion in the bank. It could have kept that deficit going for almost 40 years before running out of money. That's crazy.
And solid business strategy, all the way.
What, keeping it in the hole?
Just stay in the hole.
Oh, it's definitely Ryan's strategy.
Damn it.
But today's announcements mean that that's not even going to be a problem, because the company's stock spiked 29% just after the announcement.
Probably partially because of the new hardware, but also because of their other big announcement. The gaming giant has formed a partnership with DNA, one of the most popular mobile gaming platforms in Japan. DNA will be developing games for smartphones and tablets using Nintendo's characters and IP. All of them.
So maybe we'll finally see a new Metroid game, or dare I say it, maybe a new Earthbound? Lawrence, what does your magical mystical ball say?
Oh my god! That won't happen though. God damn it. So here's the thing. Like, if you're DNA, why would you make a game with any of Nintendo's like 5th tier properties? You're gonna go right for Mario, Link, and Metroid, and that's it. If you're trying to break into a market that doesn't have these IP in it yet, like mobile, Mario is going to be the thing that you hammer for the first 4 or 5 years. And then, maybe, once you've made a shitload of money and everyone trusts your brand, then you can start to dust off these little passion projects like F-Zero, or Mother 3, or Mother 4, or Uniracers 2, things that will just never ever happen. It's just going to be Match 3 Mario games, Pokemon trading card games, and a whole bunch of crap that you guys probably don't want to play, but it's not for you. It's not for you. It's for the bored housewives that have iPhones.
Ray of sunshine there, Lawrence. Thank you very much. That's why I hate realists.
Well, here's what we know we won't be getting. Existing games. They were really clear about that. The deal is for new games only. In a press statement, Nintendo said only new original games optimized for smart device functionality will be created, rather than porting those games created specifically for the Wii U, home consoles, or the Nintendo 3DS portable system.
I do note they don't actually say anything about retro games in there. But, translation, you want the big games, you still have to buy our hardware. It's a smart move on their part, actually. I mean, sure, we've been shouting at them to put classic games on our phones, but they don't exactly want to put a dent in the part of their business that's doing the best, the handheld market, by giving up the exclusives that make the investment worth it for gamers. That would be dumb.
You know what else would be dumb? Not giving us a regular-sized new 3DS in North America. I mean, just saying, we have much bigger hands.
So you mean we only want the big one?
Wait, is it a big one or a small one?
We don't get the small one.
Yeah, man. We have much more petite hands in the United States.
So instead they'll just create new probably smaller scale games for mobile get more people playing Nintendo characters, remembering Nintendo exists, whatever, and then get them interested in checking out Nintendo's actual games, which means they need a 3DS or a Wii U.
But what about game design? Will Mario charge you 5 cents every time you want to bash a question block now?
See, people on the internet like to make stupid little jokes about that. There's already a Photoshop on Reddit of like, oh, it's a question mark block, and then there's one with a little shopping cart because you have to pay money to hit the block. That's not how Nintendo operates. They actually already have microtransactions in their games. It's just nobody played them. There was one called Rusty's Real Deal Baseball for 3DS, and it was actually really brilliant. The game was free, and it came with like a little mini game. And to buy other mini games, kind of like WarioWare, you had to haggle with an in-game salesman. So he would try to sell you this minigame for $2, and if you picked the right dialogue options and gave him the right items, you would actually haggle the price down in-game to like $1 or 75 cents. So the microtransaction itself was a game, and it was actually pretty fun to play, and it made you feel like you were getting a good deal, which doesn't make sense considering you're being nickel and dimed technically. But Nintendo was going to find a way to make it fun. That's all they do. They know that the existing microtransaction paradigm doesn't work, and that's why they've waited so long to get in the game. They're going to find a unique way to do it.
DNA will also help Nintendo revamp its user system, which it sorely needs.
So much.
Hopefully creating an online membership service somewhat akin to Xbox Live, PSN, Steam, you know, pretty much everyone else in the industry that's done it very successfully. And they'll create maybe an account where you can just log in, and that's what matters, instead of just the hardware that you're using.
And thank God, because as a person who apparently bought all the Wii U's, it's a huge pain trying to deal with user accounts being tied to hardware. It just makes no sense.
I lost my stupid puzzle pieces. God damn it! I tried to repair my 3DS. It was a bad idea. It was a bad idea. Now I don't have my puzzle pieces anymore. I was so close to finishing the Mega Man puzzle.
Well, things are definitely looking up for Nintendo, though. Moving on from the Wii U is a good move because it had the processing power of a calculator. And getting it good with the growing mobile market is good because those are more calculators, so you're really staying true to the line. And doing it without giving up their classics is even better, from their standpoint at least.
Somebody's snarky. Now, are you interested in seeing what gimmick they'll pull with their next hardware? Maybe that circular screen that Sharp said they were working on. Are you interested in original Nintendo games on mobile? Let us know in the comments.
You get the best in games and more here, so make sure you like this video and subscribe to this channel.
And have an awesome St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. I was saying, and maybe I'll be able to talk next time.
Aw, you just look pretty.
If it's...
They should put Codename Steam on mobile. That game's pretty fun, but I shouldn't have to play it on my 3DS. That doesn't make any sense.